me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. Hey everybody, Aaron Whitehead here again. Thank you for joining me. This time we've got Love Me Tender, the Elvis classic. This comes as a request from TADTAD2534. Thank you so much for the request. Keep them coming. Let's jump right in. All right, we are here on Ultimate Guitar, Love Me Tender, chords by Elvis Presley. This is version number 2. And the nice thing about this one is it's really simple, really straightforward, just a few chords. The chorus may be a little more complicated than the verse, but also it's all going to happen in this range of the piano right here. We're going to be between this low G, and I don't even think we get as high as this top G. So, you know, if you've got a keyboard with limited range, let's say it's a smaller keyboard, 61 keys or less, even maybe more, this one you could real easily do. I'm going to try and mimic the sound of what's happening on the guitar as he sings it. Which, by the way, quick plug, my keyboard that I use is a Williams Allegro, and it's great. I love it. If you're looking for a keyboard, I'm going to put a product tag in there. You can click on that and take a look at that one as a great option for a piano keyboard to have at home. All right, so let's look first at the intro and verse. All right. I mentioned this song happens all within these two octaves. So this again is middle C right here. We're going to make a D chord in first inversion right here with our right hand. Okay, so F sharp with our thumb, A and D, and my left hand's going to be here. Did I say left hand a second ago? I meant right hand. Now my left hand is on this D, and we're going to drop down. Throughout this song, we are going to be doing kind of a real common technique with our left hand where like a bass player might play the chord or the note and then they're going to do what would be called the fifth of that. So a D chord is D, F sharp, and A, okay? So if the D is 1 and you count up the notes in the D scale, when you get to the A, that's the 5th note, so we call it the 5th of the chord, okay? Because the chord is the 1, the 3, and the 5, okay? So in the bass, I'm going to do this kind of rocking between the 1 and the 5 of each chord, okay? So I'll kind of show you what I mean as we go. But this chord here we start with is a D, and the intro you simply go, he kind of strums. So what I'm going to do to emulate the strum is my right hand's just going to roll through the bottom of the chord to the top. Okay, and I'm going to hold it down as I do to kind of give it that sustained sound. So in the intro, I would go like this. Okay, so it's like 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do this throughout the entire song as the rhythm of what we do as we move through the chord changes. So the intro is the D chord to the A, and then same chord. And then you're going to go to an E7, which I'm going to do here, G sharp, B, and D. That makes my 7th chord filled out right here with the E at the bass. And the B would be the 5, so I'm going to rock between those like this. Then we're going to go to the A7 here. So A chord, G, that's the 7th. C sharp and E, the 3rd and the 5th. So here's the 5th up here. I went up to it that time, right? Because it makes more sense to go up because I'm going back to this D again. So that's the verse and the intro. I'm going to do it again here in tempo through the chords. Intro. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Okay, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? That's 3 chords that, which, you know, if you've heard that there are some songs that are made around 3 chords, this is one of them, until you get to the chorus. But here's the lead into the chorus. We're going to go, it doesn't say this, chorus doesn't say you start on the D, but you're actually still on the D held over from the verse. Love me tender. Okay, so my D chord, I'm walking down C sharp in the bass. Here's an F sharp. It's not a 7, this is just F sharp. If I wanted to add the 7, I would throw it in up here or drop down to it here. The only issue with this chord is it's an F sharp chord, but there is no F sharp. I'm not playing one, so it kind of loses the sense of it being an F sharp chord. So it's better to keep that in there. If you want to include the 7th, maybe throw it in there on your pinky. Okay? So chorus, D starts on a D, C sharp with an F sharp 7, B minor. Okay, so B here, F sharp, B and D. If you wanted to make this a 7th, you could, if you like that color. Okay, and then D7, I would probably keep that one in there, because otherwise, like I said a second ago, I'm missing the D. Okay, so A over D7, and then G minor 6. This is a G minor. Okay, to make it a 6, this D is the 5th. I'm going to slide it up here to the 6, and then back to the D. A lot of those chord changes happen like within one beat, so we're not playing the 5th. Okay, we're actually more doing a walk down thing from the D to the C sharp, B, A, leading down to the G, and you stay on the G for 2 in a row, and then you go to the D. Let me show you what I mean. It's like this. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. Now I go to the 5th, back to the D, for my darling. Okay, B7 here. B, F sharp, A, B, and D sharp. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the entire song right there, and then it just repeats and goes back and forth. So let me put, I only am going to do verse 1 and 2, but you can do the words and everything of the other verses. But let me put that all together. I'm going to play it slowly for you and sing it, and you can see how it fits. All right? Here we go. I always will. And then into the next verse and so on. But that's the song. I hope you guys like that. Thank you again for the suggestion. Before you go, would you jump over to Amazon, check out my chord book, a piano chord book you can actually use. It's a great book for learning all your different chords, learning how they relate, how they connect with one another. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right? Thank you guys so much. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.